Hi. All right, so today I want to talk about pain again, okay? Because this is really important for those of you who are suffering with chronic fatigue and chronic pain and pain, whether it's in your muscle fiber or whether it's in your nerves or whether it's, deep. It feels like it's in your blood or your bones. It's deep in your nerves. Let me ask you a question. Is it mostly in one location, but it comes and goes? So it's not completely constant 24 hours a day. You might get a break, or it travels. One day it's in your head, your eyes, your migraine. The next day it's in your back. It's in your neck. The pain travels into, 2 or 3 different places and rotates around. So if this is something that resonates with you, then I want you to think about, in my last email I talked about whether you are addicted to pain. And one of the ways that you can know is, do you feel the constant need to tell somebody? Can you get through a day without mentioning your pain to somebody, even whether it's a trusted person or somebody? So that's the first clue that you're addicted to pain. The next clue that you're addicted to pain, is, not even, that's maybe the question is too far here. Are you addicted to pain? You're addicted to pain. If you constantly feel it and you need to tell somebody about it, you're getting something from it in some way, but you're thinking, no, I'm not. I've done the work, I'm doing the emotional work. There's nothing at all that this pain could be giving me because I hate it. I hate everything about it. Okay, so you want to think, what are you not doing? What is your pain distracting you from? Okay, so is your pain distracting you from feeling your actual feelings about things that are going on in your daily life? Like you hate your job, you don't like your husband anymore, you don't like your home, you wanted to be a mom but you actually don't want to be a mom. The job is too hard. You don't like, cooking and cleaning. You don't like taking care of all these people. You don't like being a grown-up, being on your own. Whatever it is, there's all these crazy little things that the little child inside of you is saying, I don't want to do this. I don't like this. I thought I would like this. I thought it would fulfill me, but I don't like this. I just want to go have fun and lay all this responsibility down at somebody else's feet. Basically, I want my mom to take care of me, right? I want somebody to take this burden from me and take it away and just let me relax and just be me, right? So that's one of the things that pain is doing for you. So you want to ask yourself, you want to be asking yourself questions like, what is this pain distracting me from? Is it distracting me from something that I don't like that's going on in my own life, that I just haven't quite admitted out loud, right? And we're stuffing that feeling inside us somewhere deep. Or is it distracting you from doing something in your life? You want a particular job, you want to go out and work, you want to travel, you want to take chances, run marathons, jump out of planes. You want to do all these things, but deep down you're afraid, right? You're afraid. You're afraid. Maybe you have anxiety. Maybe you're afraid of taking a chance and failing. Maybe you're afraid of doing it on your own. Maybe you're afraid of doing it without your safety net. Whatever it is, right? Is the pain distracting you or keeping you safe against doing the things that you truly want to do in this life? So it's a defense mechanism. It's a distraction for letting you deal with the fact that you're failing at what you want to do in your life, right? You can't maybe work if you've got pain. You can't run that marathon if you've got pain. You can't take your risk and jump out of a plane. Or, what is it distracting you from? Is it distracting you from a feeling? Is it distracting you from living your life in some way that you actually really want to live? Or is it distracting you from saying something that you want to say? Or feeling something that you want to feel? Doing something that you want to do, right? And you're stuffing that deep down, and maybe on a conscious level you don't even know anymore. You don't even know what you want to do or what you want to say. But there's something, if you're feeling pain on a chronic basis, there's something wrong. you're not expressing yourself in some way, whether it's physically, you're not expressing yourself physically. Maybe you're afraid to exercise now because you don't want to move a certain way, or you don't want to tire yourself out, or you're afraid of, injuring yourself further, or whatever. So now you're not doing what you truly want to do. It's keeping you from something, and you're stuffing these feelings in. You're stuffing these disappointments inside your body. You're disappointed about the way your life turned out, about the choices that you've made, about the fact that your mom died, or your dog died, or your husband doesn't look like Brad Pitt, or your kids are loud and running around and constantly needing your attention, or you don't have that dream job that you wanted, you're not traveling the world, you don't really have a social life, whatever it is. This pain is talking to you. It's trying to communicate to you. And when you're not allowing yourself to feel the feeling or the emotion, something that you want to do or say or think or whatever, and you just cannot bear how deep it is. Maybe it's something that happened in your past, something terrible that happened to you that you have to stuff down. It could be from your daily life. It could be from your past. It could be a personality trait that you have. Maybe you have to please people. You're a perfectionist. You want to make others happy. You want to strive to be a certain way, right? So there's all these things that you're doing on a constant basis that isn't what you want to be doing. It's not being true to who you are. You have the thing that you show to the world and the thing that you are inside. And there's like a little child inside you that is dying to say things and do things and be things, and you're stuffing her quiet. You're quiet down, not now. Like a 5-year-old, like, don't scream, don't cry, don't talk about this now, be polite, do what you're supposed to do. You can't be that when you grow up. You have to be this. Don't think that, don't say that. That's not polite, it's rude. All these different things, right? You're stuffing yourself down, and the pain has got to get your attention somehow. So it's getting your attention, and it's continually getting your attention. You're fixated on it. You're obsessed with it, right? If this resonates with you, you're constantly body scanning and checking, how is that symptom today? What number is it on a scale from 1 to 10? Am I having a good day? Am I having a bad day? Uh-oh, here I feel it coming. Oh, now it's here. It's crawling. It's moving. It's growing. Uh-oh, I can feel it coming on. All these types of things. It is trying to distract you from what you actually want to be doing, saying, thinking, and feeling. And it's like, I've got you. You're totally focused on this, so you don't have to deal with that, right? 24 hours a day, you're focused on this, so you don't have to focus on what you actually want to do, say, think, or be. And so we've got to break this cycle somehow. You've got to break the cycle by totally 100% ignoring that pain, turning it off. Say, I'm not going to talk about you today. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not going to think about you. You're not going to ruin my life. I am going to think about these things anyways. I'm going to do and be and say what I want. And these things are hard. So there's a few different ways that we can try, and tactics to basically quiet our pain, but do it in a way that is like listening to the child within us and hearing the child within us and being there for the child within us and letting her speak. So there's many different kinds of ways that we can do that. But I would encourage you to just get out a journal, a pen and paper, and write, what do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want to think? What do I want to say? What is bothering me in my life that I'm afraid to talk about? What has happened in the past that bothers me, that I'm still holding on to? What is happening every day in today, like present life, that I don't want to deal with? If I didn't have this pain, would still be bothering me, right? So you want to ask yourself these questions and give yourself the time and reflection you need to come up with your answer. And you can do that through journaling, through meditation, through sitting and meditating on it, through thinking on it, through, but you have to let your unconscious mind out of the way. You want to get to your subconscious. You want to let those things bubble up to the surface and start to deal with them, like one by one, right? Just release them one by one. Let these things up out of your, lodge them out of all the pain of your body and let them up so that you can make room for new things, for peace and love. And I know this is easier said than done, and I deal with it, and I'm dealing with it, and this is the new technique that I'm dealing with, trying, because, you know, the pain's there for a reason, and we're so obsessed with fixing it physically, and we're so obsessed with fixing it with a supplement or our diet or our exercise or our movement or something. It's got to be something external that's causing this. But perhaps the key is internal. Perhaps the pain is coming like a boiling pot from the inside, right? It's coming from the inside, and we need to take the lid off the pressure cooker and let the steam out. Okay, so it's not always, it might not be always an external cause. Okay, more than likely it's an internal cause that you're not allowing yourself to hear or face. So I suggest trying to hear that voice and facing what it is that you need to face, so the pain doesn't have to get your attention this way anymore.